we had a fairly good-sized herd of dairying cows, and when we moved here, and George built some stanchions in just what's one room in the barn, a big barn. It had those beautiful barns that are quite classic, and it had a beautiful barn, but it hadn't really been used for anything except hay storage. It has an attic, and they can store hay there and build it inside to keep it out of the rain. But it hadn't been used. The Jensens that owned the place had never had livestock, so we had to convert it to livestock. And right away, we had I don't know what you call it, a guy came and saw what we wanted in the way of a cow shed, and made plans for the cow shed, and we got that built right away. And it's a shed that 95 feet long, I believe, by 65 feet wide, with there were beds in it, individual beds for 65 cows. It was really quite an undertaking. And in the center was left open that we could actually bring the uniloader, the thing with to lift the bales. We'd stack them inside the building. There the cows could have it was easy to feed the cows, and it made a real good setup for us, much nicer than we'd had it when we were at Sims, which is a smaller system, and we could increase the cow herd. And I'm not sure how many cows we had when we were milking when we came, but by 1973, our cow herd, including the dry cows, consisted of over 100 head of animals. And that's how we made our living. Didn't sell the cows until 4 years after, I think it was 4 years after Warren went to college, and decided that we'd milk cows long enough and sold them. It was the top producing herd in the state of Montana the year we sold. We always had to. George was very sure that it was the thing to do, and I'm sure he was right, that once a month a person they called the cow tester would come and for 2 milkings they'd take samples of milk from each cow, test the milk and see how it was, and production records and everything, and certify that that's how they were doing. And we were the highest testing herd in the state of Montana when we sold our cows. A lot of people were going out of the cow business. It wasn't the best time to sell cows, but the fellow we knew over at Bozeman that was came over and says he'd help me sell the cows if I wanted to get rid of them. So he sold the cows, and it made a big empty space in our life until we got used to not building our whole living around a herd of cows, because they had to be taken care of, and they had to be milked when they had to be milked, and kind of make your own rules when you're not being ruled by a herd of cows.